setting.
Get rid of your chair, start doing some stretches here.
Well, look, one more fight on our new fighter showcase, and then I too am going to go back and start to get warm. Inside the cage right now, Saidyokub Kakhramonov, again, a catchweight bout, the cousin of Umar Nurmagomedov, and of course Abu Bakr, who is also here in our PFL Season 1 standings. The last of our showcase fights. This does not count, of course, as a catchweight bout, but also because we're scouting the new talent. We're seeing what's available out there. These young men will have an opportunity to impress our matchmakers and maybe find themselves in a future PFL season, maybe even right around the corner in PFL Season 2. That is Umar Nurmagomedov. We know about his lineage, gentlemen. I mean, the name value sometimes intimidates an opponent, sometimes just gives you something more to prove.
Yeah, puts a target on your back and then pressure. I think we've seen that a little bit with the other Nurmagomedov in the PFLs. I felt like he was under a little bit of pressure because of his cousin.
Well, he brings in, much like his successful cousins, he brings in 0 in the loss column. He's 7-0 so far in his young career. And his opponent, Saidyokub Kakhramonov, right there, you can see him maybe a little bit less fanfare. He has Uzbekistani roots, and he brings a 5-0 record in tonight. So both of these guys are putting their goose eggs in the loss column on the line tonight.
Somebody's always got to go.
There we go. Tell you what, there's a lot of unknowns about Umar Nurmagomedov, despite the famous family name. I look down and it says, what's his background, what's his style? To be determined. How old is he? We don't even know. You know, he's a young, talented guy. There he is, 22 years of age. A catchweight bout, as we mentioned before, and the physical profiles for these two gentlemen are just about the same.
Yep.
Joe Martinez will get our final showcase fight underway inside the cage.
Well, fight fans, we are set to go our final showcase fight of the night. Catch weight at 140 pounds. This bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. Weighing in officially 141 pounds in 5 professional bouts. He is perfect with 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Villa Park, Illinois by way of Samarkand, Uzbekistan. Here is the undefeated Saidyokub Kakhramonov. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Also a mixed martial artist, he stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight, 140 pounds. In 7 professional bouts, he too is perfect inside the cage. 7 victories and no defeats. He fights out of Dagestan, Russia, the undefeated Umar Nurmagomedov. And your referee, once again in charge of the action, is Gasper Oliver.
3 5-minute rounds at 140-pound catch weight. Umar Nurmagomedov in the black shorts, Saidyokub Kakhramonov in the red. Quick reminder for everyone out there, no elbows in PFL action. No elbows at any time.
Don't even bring him to the cage.
Once again, fellas, open stance. Nurmagomedov in the southpaw stance. Kakhramonov orthodox. And he missed with that big kick.
I thought that was some capoeira.
Yeah, that looks like it's the same thing. Capoeira just broke out of your cage.
Man, every single fight we've had has been open stance.
Wow, hopefully at least we had one switching.
We did.
Wow, nice
Transition.
Great balance.
Kakhramonov was trying to get in on that shot. Umar Nurmagomedov did a nice job countering.
Good job by Kakhramonov getting back to a good head position.
A familiar face in Nurmagomedov's corner, Islam Mammadov, number 3 in our PFL standings right now, cornering his fellow Dagestani representative.
He's a tough lightweight also. He's a threat for that title.
A lot of work in the clinch here, Randy, as they vie for position against the cage. Turning and turning and turning, fighting for that advantage.
Yeah, both guys.
They're both strong wrestlers.
Keep distance and the legs. Put on your legs. Lift up your left arm. Lift up. Lift your left arm because he's gonna attack.
That looked like a headbutt.
Hit his head. Keep moving, keep moving, keep distance. Your legs, activate your legs. Don't go down.
Looked like they clashed heads on that one exchange.
Yeah, they look like it.
Gentlemen, there's almost a theme of kicks tonight. A lot of kicks been thrown in all of our bouts so far.
And yet we've seen no cup checks.
That means they have great technique. That's a good sign.
Yeah,
Knocking on wood.
definitely turning those hips over and digging them in.
Nice left counter hook there. I love those body shots. Ooh, nice high kick came out of nothing.
This is a pretty even matchup. I mean, both these guys are doing some really good things, back and forth.
Well, for our concerned audience on Facebook Watch, Leroy Johnson, knocked unconscious in our first heavyweight bout of the evening, has been transported to the Atlantic Care Regional Medical Facility. He's being evaluated, well taken care of. We will give you more information as we get it. Nurmagomedov pushes Kakhramonov against the cage, but he's able to break that relatively quickly. Body kick. And now a switch stance from Nurmagomedov. He's orthodox after starting the fight in a southpaw stance.
And switch back to southpaw after that kick.
Ooh,
Nice check, right hook.
Yeah. Both guys 22, they're performing really well.
Well, you see it now, younger and younger and younger guys who've been training 5-10 years at age 22 instead of, you know, back in the day, there's a lot of people, a lot of us didn't get started until our early 20s. Some of us are late 20s. Some of us, I don't know if there's anyone at the broadcast table here even later than that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that was the question mark kick, right? Faked it.
I watched these guys fight.
Back at him.
Stop your arms.
I watched these guys fight on tape, and you couldn't find a school that offered
just
everything.
Meet him on the right hand side. Just don't wait. That's it. That's it. Show him more. Show him more. You can work like that. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't come close. Don't come close.
Корпус давай.
Nice.
Nurmagomedov's corner there asking him to manage the distance at the close of round one. Tough one to score, fellas.
I edged it out a little bit for Nurmagomedov. I think he landed a couple more things and was a little more effective.
We'll go inside of his corner between rounds.
You have to draw him onto yourself. You have to bring him to yourself. See, Umar, you shouldn't start wrestling with him. Show him your technique. You can do that. And you're going down easily with your leg.
Well, Leave, here's the replays. There's that
Crazy question mark
kick.
And then he's doing it back almost.
And a push kick.
Beautiful push kick to the face.
Yep. Good chest.
I think he splits the guard right down the middle.
Wow.
Unfortunately, he landed with the toes, not the balls of the feet.
But he switched leads to set that kick up and then used that back foot and followed through back into his southpaw stance.
Kakhramonov sprints out of the corner and tries a flying knee. Nurmagomedov steps aside and shrugs it off.
Look at Chris Wade's performance last time in round number one.
Yeah, Chris Wade, that giant running kick.
The running man. Oh, but God.
Gentlemen, were you surprised at the translation coming from Nurmagomedov's corner, asking not to wrestle? You don't have to do it. Show the technique. I mean, a lot of these Dagestani fighters, particularly Nurmagomedov's, find some success in wrestling. They don't want him to do it in the corner.
You know, he's gotten to that clinch a couple times. They seem to be pretty evenly matched there. I feel like he's just outpointing his opponent with the striking, so why not continue that trend?
Yeah, a striking fight is like a race, and when you have that small lead, that lead just increases over time. Unless you trip and fall.
Nurmagomedov has to watch out with headshots. Sometimes he leans backwards, so if his opponent's going to pick up and then he's going to add it straight to the body, and that could spell trouble.
And you can also attack the legs off of that. The feet are planted as your head lean back too far.
Nice body kick from Kakhramonov there.
Back into the clinch. Nurmagomedov pressing the action in the clinch.
If you're just tuning in on Facebook, watch Saidyokub Kakhramonov in the red shorts, Umar Nurmagomedov in the black. A showcase fight, not involved in our PFL standings for season 1. An opportunity for these two young men to impress the matchmakers and maybe find themselves in the future season.
Nurmagomedov fires that question mark quick kick, and it's like a whip.
Yeah.
Nice left hand there. Good defense, though, by Kakhramonov. Returns a kick.
Yeah, with a little dip first. Dip to the left, fake him, and then come with the high kick. Oh, that was a nice right hook.
Nice recovery coming out of the off balance, falling down. He gets back up. And
caught a little right hook there. Nurmagomedov landed a nice little right hook right on the chin.
If these young men keep improving their skill set, I'm going to be watching them for a long time.
Again, these fellas are only 22 years old. You see the Cageonomics, the more power strikes landed by Kakhramonov, but I think the volume in favor of Umar Nurmagomedov so far.
That was an attempted trip by Kakhramonov, and nice counter by Nurmagomedov. He ends up on the top position.
Lands right in side control, too. A lot of work here for Saidyokub Kakhramonov to get out from under powerful wrestling.
To the other side.
Going to his back. Nurmagomedov, nice roll.
Nice
heel hook attempt. Yeah. He's going to try and isolate that leg.
He wants to straighten it out. It's going to be hard.
Nurmagomedov doing a nice job of keeping weight on it, making him hard to isolate.
Last time I saw that was Sakuraba doing it to Carlos Newton. Love that.
Boss, stop telling people how old we are.
Yeah, that's it. I did actually to Maurice Smith. I did upside down because he was holding the rope, so I was standing on top of my head.
I remember that. I watched
really
that on my
situation.
couch.
Tried the standing Granby. His collegiate wrestling technique by Kakhramonov.
He's looking again for the leg.
Nurmagomedov able to maintain that back position, but not easy. As Saidyokub Kakhramonov showing some creative techniques here, try and get himself out.
Inside trip attempt by Nurmagomedov. Countered by Kakhramonov. He's got some great defensive skills. He scrambles really well. Roll into those leg locks to get off the bottom. Pretty impressive.
Drag down to the ground, but right back to his feet to Saidyokub. Oh,
wow, that was
nice change of direction. And Nurmagomedov climbing up in the back position now. He dangles that leg in between Kakhramonov. Watch for him to roll again. He potentially could have rolled. The bell rang, but.
Well, at the end of round 2, we'll step inside of the corner with Kayla Harrison.
Hi guys, guys, I'm here in Nurmagomedov's corner, and they're telling him, keep the pace, it's really good. Make sure you let him lean in, let him chase you, and then counter. And when you're on top, always position before submission. Back to you, Sean.
Well, that positional wrestling might be the difference in round 2. As you can see here, Umar Nurmagomedov able to recover, turn the trip attempt into a takedown of his own, lands right in side control. And he did not give up side control or back position even after Saidyokub Kakhramonov tried to roll out twice. Once for the knee bar heel hook attempt, and then there with that standing Granby. Here's the last takedown. Nice change of direction from Umar Nurmagomedov, stringing them together after Kakhramonov was able to get right back to his feet.
Nice chain wrestling by Nurmagomedov. Started that body lock one way, had to come back and catch him off balance the other direction.
Our third and final round here in the catchweight bout between Umar Nurmagomedov in the black shorts, Saidyokub Kakhramonov in the red. 140-pound catchweight.
Yeah, I was just about to say that Kakhramonov should stop following him around, but now he's cutting off the cage, but he got backed up. Kakhramonov's got to be first. He's waiting. He's got to be first with his hands. Step in there with a straight right hand, follow that up with a combination.
You see the cageonomics disparity there. Kakhramonov almost 100 strikes thrown in this fight. Nurmagomedov down around 50. I'm curious to see what the percentage of landed strikes is, though. An efficient performance so far for Umar Nurmagomedov. 7-0 coming into this bout. His opponent 5-0. So somebody's goose egg. 1-0 has got to go, as Eve likes to say.
I do like to say that.
My favorite thing to say on Inside MMA every time. What does that mean, Kenny? Someone's old. It's got to go. Love it.
Well, ask and ye shall receive. Umar Nurmagomedov has landed 46% of his strikes. Saidyokub Kakhramonov smelling an opportunity there.
Kakhramonov landed a nice shot. I'm not sure if he caught Nurmagomedov off balance or if he wobbled it a little bit, but he certainly turned up the activity after that flurry.
And the fact that he starts wrestling now could mean that he did get hit.
Yeah, what Boss means by that is he wants to tie up now because it's possibly recovering.
Let the cobwebs clear if he got dinged.
Yeah, because at this range, it's much harder to get hit. You can rest and also try to implement your wrestling game.
Nice little knee to the ribs on Nurmagomedov. Attempted throw by Kakhramonov, countered by Nurmagomedov.
Halfway through our third round here. Another attempted throw, shrugged off by Nurmagomedov again.
Show his head whip.
Well, he blocked it, Boz, but a lot of impact there,
Still
even through the arm.
Yeah.
Oh, nice knee.
We've seen that a couple times from Kakhramonov, where he really sells out on his kicks, gets a little off balance, takes him off his feet, but he's able to scramble right back to a neutral position. Umar Nurmagomedov bouncing around with his hands down at distance here. We're seeing the leg strikes coming. That's the third one.
Oh, there's that question mark kick again, and that's quick. Man.
Nice counter to the body there.
2 kicks, left and right.
Yeah, left kick upside the head, then a question mark kick on the other side. Pretty impressive.
There was another left that landed there. Yeah, he's taking control right now, Nurmagomedov.
We've seen that left high kick 3 times so far in this round, and it near land every single time.
I think Kakhramonov is keeping that right hand up next to his head, or he'd be eating those in the neck and disconnecting that CPU.
Kick to the body. There's the time. Oh, there we go.
Spinning back kick there from Nurmagomedov, mixing it up from the distance. You heard his corner after round 1 said, no need to wrestle. Show him your technique in the striking game, and he's doing that here in round 3 with only 25 seconds left.
Let's do an axe kick. Why not? He's got a plethora.
It's been the PFL kick fest tonight, isn't it? It's just been amazing. Every single fight.
Lots of kicks.
Wow, there's
Another
a
high kick.
man.
This time from a switch stance.
Oh, look at this, man. His distance, the way he stays out.
Moves his head really well.
Wow.
Seasoned performance there
Yeah.
from both men, really. But once again, like Yves said, it's a little bit of a race when you're in that striking battle. And we saw, I think, in round 3, the distance, maybe the gap widened, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely did.
Say it for me one time.
Kakhramonov.
There we go. Kakhramonov. He was chasing though. He was running him down, running hard, but
He was
wasn't able to
pressing,
get
and it almost seemed a little desperation in that pressure forward, because I think he feels like he knew he was behind on the scorecards.
You hear the replay. Push kick to the face. Nice counter right.
Kakhramonov with a beautiful counter right hand.
Caught him off balance as he threw that push kick with a nice counter right hand.
Boom. And I tell you what, great recognition from Kakhramonov that maybe this would be his biggest opportunity in the fight. He went for a flurry after that, but great recovery by Umar Nurmagomedov to settle back in to more of this.
Now he spins back, throws his body, slides out.
Yeah, he controlled the range in this fight very well.
There we got the 2 kicks.
Joe Martinez has the decision inside of our PFL cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the totals: 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated. The Russian from Dagestan, Umar Nurmagomedov.
No surprise there. Winner by unanimous decision, Umar Nurmagomedov. Here's your Cagenomics totals. An efficient performance from the youngest of the Nurmagomedov cousins involved here in our PFL season. Although I should be clear that this was a new fighter showcase, do not affect the standings. Active Saidyokub Kakhramonov, but just not efficient enough. He did not land enough. Yves, explain some of this for me.
But one thing that I noticed was Kakhramonov needed to close this range. He wanted to do so, but what Nurmagomedov was able to do was fire this kick to try to keep the range on the chin. But what happened also in this situation was Kakhramonov was able to close that distance and land the big right hand, his best right hand of the fight. Let's take a look at how this transpired. Kakhramonov is pushing forward, but there goes that push kick. It doesn't create the range that he needs. Look at the range. Now that range, that distance is so much shorter, and he lands the perfect right hand right there. That's his best right hand of the night. Great job by Kakhramonov, but he wasn't able to capitalize on his one opportunity.
Bas Rutten inside the cage with our winner.
I'm here with Umar Nurmagomedov. I mean, unbelievable performance. Both of you guys, 22 years old, and the skill that you both showed was amazing. You, though, pushed it on a little bit extra and got the more connections, and that's why you won the fight.
Thank you.
What?
Показываете навыки и умения. Пожалуйста, можете что-то сказать?
First time I'm go training 7-old.
Yeah.
And my uncle say, my father, this guy need training, and I'm go wrestling school, and this my start 7-old. And after I'm training all my life with my brothers, with my friends.
And here you are. I mean, you're doing unbelievable. Was this the fight that you expected to be? Because he was a very game, he was a very good opponent.
Это самая та самая борьба, которую вы ожидали, потому что ваш оппонент был очень-очень сильным.
Yes, я готовился,
I was getting ready,
и вот результат.
and here is the result.
All right, okay. Well, I guess we're going to see you a lot in this cage because your performance was really good. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Great performance.
Желаю вам удачи и увидимся в следующий раз.
Thank you. I want to say thank you, my team. Thank you, my managers, Ali, Rizwan, my training, Javier Mendes, my uncle, Abdul Manaf, and all my friends, brothers, everybody, thank you. Thank you, Aka family. Big thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I want to say thank you, PFL. He's giving me a good chance, opportunity, and I'm very glad. Я очень счастлив выступать здесь.
I am very happy to be performing here.
All right, you're very welcome. Thank you very much. Umar Nurmagomedov, ladies and gentlemen. Back to you, Sean.
Still to come.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.